What is going on, guys? It's your host Zachary G, and you're here Bassin with Zach. In today's video, this is a Q&A. I posted a picture on my Instagram and telling you guys to ask me questions so I can do a video. So my phone is going to be with me once again in this video, and I'm going to pull up the picture right now. This is the picture right here that I posted. You guys can see that right there. That's the picture I posted. And some of you guys commented, so we're going to get right to that. But before I say that, this is the picture you guys need to take a look at also. This right here. Let it focus. That right there. That is the ZJBB subscriber tournament that I'm hosting May 7th, which is a week from now. And I hope all of you guys could be there. It's in Buford, Georgia. The address will pop up right here. And I just hope that you guys can make it. Let me know in the description. Let me know, comment, and let me know if you guys will be able to make it, because I do want to get a good number of how many people we are going to have. We're still going to have some wonderful prizes out there. Hopefully you guys come out there and get a chance to win those and meet me and Brian Lee Bass, and Bass and Therese will also be out there, I think. And you guys get to get autographs autographs from us, pictures, all that good stuff like that, and you'll be able to be in the video on both of our channels. And we're shouting out your we'll give you a shout out in the video if you catch a fish and different things like that. So back to the Q&A. The first question I'm going to answer is from Moody Stoles. I don't know how to say that. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if it's going to focus fast enough. But Moody Stoles, he said, how to grow your channel. The best way to grow your channel is just put content out. Just post a lot of videos. If you guys look at the big YouTubers, and as myself now, as I'm kind of growing, as you can see, I have a lot of videos out. The more videos you have out, the more videos you have out, the better chance you have at being seen. And when they watch that video, if it's of good quality and the content in it is good, then they'll be tempted to click on more videos. Also, if you can add end cards at the end of your video, where you can have like if you guys know what I'm talking about, this is an end card right here, and like right here in this space, and I don't know if I'm pointing at it, but right there in that space, you can put your last video you guys seen on it, on the end of a couple of my videos. Your last video, you can put subscribe at the bottom, and you can have a link, so an annotation. So when they click the video on the end card, they're able to go and watch more of your videos. So that's another way. And just promote your channel, promote yourself on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. Just promote yourself. If you guys want to make business cards and pass them out, make a website, all that stuff, you guys just need to promote yourself, put out wonderful content, and be consistent. Alright, Nate Stevenson _4, he asked me two questions. The first one was how to catch bass in high pressure ponds, and the second one is how to tell if bass are in ponds. So how to catch pressured fish. First of all, if you fished there a lot and you know the fish are pressured, and you know what people use to catch the fish, don't use that bait, because the fish are so used to what that bait looks like and the presentation and how it's presented to them. You want to find a new bait to use. Sorry, I looked off at something failed. But you want to find a new bait to use, a new color, or if you want to use that bait, just approach the water with a different presentation than normal. So the fish won't already know. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, they catch on quick. The fish catch on quick. The next one he asked, the second one, I gotta repeat it, is how to tell if bass are in the pond. The way to tell if bass are in the pond, if you go up and you see little fish, there's fish in the pond. There might not be the biggest or developed yet, but there's fish in the pond. Also, if a pond or a body of water has been there for over like 3 years and there's ducks in there, there is a possible chance that bass are in that water, because the way bass get traveled from pond to pond, lake to lake, is because ducks. If you guys ever see them, the ducks, when they're in the water, they don't care. They'll walk on a bass's bed or a brim's bed or whatever, and what happens is they get the eggs stuck on their feet, and when they fly and land in another pond, those eggs transfer. So that is one way or the way that fish get from pond to pond. And if there's ducks in there, the water's been there for a while, there's a possibility there are fish in there. It might not be bass, but there's a possibility there's fish in there. The next one is Dalton Payne, how to catch fish when it's hot outside. Alright, so now the question was how to catch fish when it's cold outside. Now the topic is how to catch fish when it's cold. When it's hot outside. It can be really hard to catch fish when it's hot outside. When catching fish when it's very hot outside, you want to go and fish things that have a lot of shade and fish areas in the water that are a lot cooler than like where the sun is beaming down on. So probably under docks, fish will stay under docks, under trees, next to laydowns, a lot of different stuff like that that just provides shade and cool water for the fish. So when fishing when it's really hot outside, look for cool water and shade. And you know, the best time when it's hot outside to fish is when the sun starts setting. The fish will come up from hiding or whatever and start feeding a lot, but they're also very active when it's hot outside too. Sometimes it just depends. Okay, this one right here, fishing down in the bluegrass. He asked me 2 questions. How many tournaments have you fished so far this year? I've only fished 5 this year so far, 5. And another thing about the tournaments, they are going to be on a hold because I am working and I don't have as much time to fish those. So I know that's a problem, but I apologize. And I'm sorry for the noise. If you guys hear that thing blowing down there, I apologize for that. I'm working on getting a mic to put on top of my DSLR now so we can have better quality audio. Next one was also, the next question he asked was also, what's the best Canon camera to go with without digging a deep hole in your pocket? So the camera I am recording this video off of right now is the Canon Rebel T6i. The retail price for this is $719, I think, or $750, or even $800. I paid $614 total for this camera. I bought it refurbished off of the Canon website. So this is of good quality. It's $600. It's the price of 2 GoPros really. So if you don't want to, if you want quality like this, which GoPros have really great quality, but if you want DSLR or a Canon camera like this, you can save up from buying 2 GoPros and save for a big camera. But I would have to say, for video purposes, for YouTube, a Canon Rebel T3i, a T4i, a T5i, and a T6i. The T6i out of those 4 is the most expensive, but it's worth the money. It really is worth the money. I'm very excited with this camera, and I'm very yeah, I'm just very excited with this camera. The next one is from Get Hooked Fishing 96 _ YouTube. Shout out to my boy Get Hooked Fishing. Also shout out to Strictly D. Hold on, I'm tripping, you guys. Shout out to Strike City _ DMV. Go subscribe to his channel. Please do me that favor. Go subscribe to his channel. He's coming out with a lot of great content very soon. He's got some projects he's working on, and his link will be in the description box, so please go and check him out. But back to the questions. Get Hooked Fishing 96 asks, dream rod and reel setup. My dream rod and reel setup would have to be an Abu Garcia Beast matched with a St. Croix. That's very expensive, but that's my dream. Not really my dream, that's just one I'm working forward to getting right now. It's not my dream. I really don't have a dream setup, to be honest. I just have setups that I really want, and that is one that I really want, so I guess you can call that one my dream setup. Alright, next question from Get Hooked Fishing. He actually asked me 5 more questions. Thank you for the question, bro. But he said, best hard bait for the money. Best hard bait for the money would have to be, which I love personally, any KVD or any Strike King hard bait. Rattle traps, square bills, Rapala also, whatever you want to call it, they also have wonderful baits that are worth the money. And my other company, Berkeley, they have some wonderful baits also, and yeah, they have some wonderful baits. Alright, next we have fishing trips planned. I really don't have any fishing trips planned right now. I am going to be planning some very soon, just because I've been so busy with work. When I say work takes away everything, so I've been so busy with work, and I'm trying to set up some stuff for the future, if you guys get what I'm saying. I always say if you get what I'm saying a lot. You guys get what I'm saying, right? Right. Alright, so next one, favorite bait for baiting fish. My favorite bait for baiting fish would have to be like a crawl type bait, or I had them. I'll show you guys big bite baits. It's a big bite bait, bluegill crawl. They're like, I mean, not bluegill crawl, bluegill fish, and they're like this small. Then you can buy the bigger size. It was like that big. Those work wonderful. Then we have good camera around $250 that isn't a GoPro. A good camera around $250 that isn't a GoPro. To be honest, I don't really know. Maybe. Oh, I do know. Okay, the Canon. It's a point and shoot, but it's a Canon. It's a Canon S120. Search that up. Canon S120. That's the camera I was going to get before I got this Canon S120. Go check it out. Alright, top 3 pond fishing baits or techniques. My top 3 pond fishing baits will have to be, I will have to go with, let's see, a crankbait, a chatterbait, and a jig or a Texas rig. I have a lot, but those will have to be the ones I will use a lot. And a fluke, any jerk bait, really a fluke works awesome during the summer and the winter time. So fluke would have to be my number 1 out of all of those I just named. Next, how to find fish in ponds. How to find fish in ponds, you want to use search baits. Search baits are like rattle traps. A square bill is a wonderful search bait. If it's a lot of vegetation on top of the water or in the water and there's high grass, a frog is a wonderful search bait. But also, a worm is always a wonderful search bait. The worm would have to be the number 1 search bait because all fish eat worms. So you can throw a worm and you can find some fish pretty quick. But those are all the questions I have today for you guys. Those are all the questions that I've answered because those are the only ones that I have. I ask that you guys please get more interactive with my social media pages. I know all you guys have Instagram. Please go follow me on Instagram. I know all you guys have Snapchat. Go follow me on Snapchat. Periscope and Twitter, all those are Bassinwithzach, so you shouldn't have a hard time finding that. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and share my videos, share my channel, and please try to attend my subscriber tournament May 7th. It's going to be really fun. But it has been your host, Zachary Jeter, and you're here Bassinwithzach. I'm out.